Here we are again with the second part of our travel to Spain, France and state of Andorra. I will let you the link of the first part below. We finished with the overnight in Finisterre and we will now go on. So, we leave again early in the morning going to Santiago. Actually, we stop for our breakfast at Vimianzo, where we can admire the castle built during the 13th century. On our way we can also see many oreos, these Galician granaries you can see everywhere in Galicia, in Asturias and also in North Portugal. You can see them easily because they are on the top of stones against mice and humidity. They are structured in the shape of a hut made with stone or wood. They have slitted walls to allow internal ventilation, so very particular. And going on, we arrive in Santiago de Compostela and we park not so close to the center because the road is close to the tourists. And then we walk to the city center and to the cathedral. Now, if you want to visit the cathedral, it's free. You just have to put yourself on the queue. Of course, if you want to visit the museums, you have to pay for them, but just the cathedral, it's free. And especially during summer it's full of people, so if you want to wait less, we advise you to visit the cathedral during lunch. We walk around this amazing and big cathedral to admire it from every side. The original name was very long, but it was shortly called San Giacomo di Compostela Cathedral. San Giacomo di Compostela is the patron of Spain. It was built and consecrated in 1211, and after that it changed several times during the years. The body of the saint was found in this area, and after that it was built a little church that slowly became the cathedral. It's one of the most important Catholic sanctuaries in the world, and also the end of this medieval pilgrimage. We had lunch in front of the cathedral, and after that we left again. Crossing Lugo, we decided to add our overnight in a fabulous hotel, La Lecheria, in Val de San Lorenzo. So we left Galicia, arriving in the region of Castilla y León. This hotel, La Lecheria, was an old dairy at about 50 kilometers from León. We walked around the hotel and we also tried a typical dish for our dinner, the tequeños. So they are fried appetizers filled with jam, cheese, chocolate or everything like that. And we leave you the video of our tasting, at least you can understand what we are speaking about. And also today, 380 kilometers. The next day, the 6th of August, we had a great breakfast with really fresh products in the hotel. After that, we left again and we reached Burgos, where we stopped. It was hot and we decided to park in a covered parking. If you see us with the t-shirt and shorts, it's just because we changed ourselves in the parking. If not, of course, you need to wear your protection. So we walked close to the great Gothic cathedral dedicated to the Virgin Mary. The price to enter was a bit expensive according to us, so we decided to visit it from the external area. We also had lunch in Torra restaurant, an Asian street food where we had a personalized wok, really good. After visiting Burgos, we left again and on our way into Santos, so still Castilla and León region, we saw on our left some caves into the rock. To Santos it's really small, but it has these caves in gypsum walls. Anyway, we go on admiring these caves. We pass by Logroño and we arrive in the really hot Zaragoza. At 8 o'clock, still 38 degrees centigrade. We had a bit of relax at our hotel, B&B Hotel Zaragoza Plaza Mozart, and after that we decided to visit the center, so about 20 minutes on foot. We reached the city center, crossing the stone bridge above the Ebro River with the amazing view on the Basilica of Our Lady of the Pilar, or in Spanish, Basilica de Nuestra Señora del Pilar. We walk around the square, arriving at the other cathedral, La Seo, or Cathedral of the Savior. Zaragoza is a nice city, also a modern city, but the central area, the historical area, is rich and with nice streets and full of historical things, close one to the others. Totally today we had 440 kilometers. Next day, 7 of August, we leave in the early morning to Cervera, the city of Marquez Brothers fan club. So if you know Giuliano, you know that he loves Marc Marquez and also his brother, to visit the store of this city. The city is not too big and not particular. Also the surrounding territories are really nice and they really seem like a desert and they are really beautiful to see while traveling. After Lleida, close to Bassella, we see the indication for the motorbike museum and we decide to visit it. So we stopped in the big parking in front of it and despite the ticket of 14 euros per person, we decided to enter. The museum is nice, it offers the chance to see many motorcycle models from the origins. A really well valued and rich collection, so expensive, but if you like things like this, it's worth the price. We had the lunch in front of the museum and after that we left again to enter the state of Andorra. I was really curious about it and Andorra is the capital of this state, the highest capital of Europe at 1023 meters of altitude. It's also called La Vella, the old one, or Pyrenees capital. It has no airports or train stations. We tried to reach the historical city center of Andorra, Old, crossing modern streets of this long and high state between mountains. Everything is on different levels, so we park going down in multi-level parking. From there, the lift, the elevator goes up or down for about 8 floors. So you can go to the modern city downstairs or to the historical city upstairs. After parking, we reach the historical city center and we start walking in this really particular town with typical streets and historical buildings in the middle of modern glass windows. Everything so close to the mountains. So one of the first idea we had was to find an hotel in this estate, but we find out two problems. So first of all, for Italians using telephone in state of Andorra, it's really expensive because it's not part of Europe. Also, the hotels are really more expensive than in Spain or in France. So we just walk a bit and we visit the center and we try a really big and good bubble tea. After that, we go back to the parking and we decided to go on to France. I forgot to tell you that the fuel, the petrol in the state of Andorra is less expensive than in Spain. In Spain it was so cheap for Italians and here it's even better. We go on this street close to these mountain slopes. After passing other small cities, we discovered there are two ways to reach France. Through Envalira Tunnel or with the road going up to Port Envalira. The second one is just 10 minutes longer, but it's full of vans and also it's for free, while you have to pay if you want to take Envalira Tunnel. With the motorbike, of course, we decided to take the second way, so we go up to Port Envalira with this amazing view. Envalira Hill is the highest pass of Pyrenees and also the highest in Europe that is open during all the year. And it's at 2,409 meters above the sea level. So we go back to France completely into the fog, reaching the little city of Foix, where we stop in a simple but clean hotel with covered private parking for motorbikes and so close to the restaurant Buffalo Grill where we had the dinner after 435 kilometers. And arriving in France, we finished also the second part of our holiday travel. You will find the third and last part in a few days.